Hi, I wanted to run through a trade really quick on the FTSE Futures. Now this was a trade in the European session trade room on Tuesday. First thing to note was that we had been moving up quite a lot at the back end of the prior week, and we'd started retracing on Monday some of that move. So we come into the European session, and one thing that you'll know if you've attended ever is that I like to take trades in the direction of trend jumper regardless of what happens early on in the session. And there was a trade generated early on. Now before I show you what happened with that one, I'd like to just demonstrate the fact that actually what had happened is we had started to go into some minor sideways range already, so this was one thing to consider, but given the fact that it was pretty early in the session, it wasn't too much of an issue. So we can see here that there's not really a good direction, and that spans into the US part of the prior session as well. So this trade, although it was still worth taking, it was unlikely to be profitable. And in fact, what we'll do is just make this a bit bigger. You can see that this crossover, this jump line cross trade, did actually stop out pretty quickly. Now you didn't have to take that, but you could have as well. And so the idea now is that it's started to go a little bit flat, and we would like to see some direction before taking some more trades. And this is really what I try to make clear with trend jumper, is that I feel that if the market's trending, if the market is directional, that's what trend jumper's trying to take advantage of, and so that's what we want to see. So there was a trade here, a 50 EMA jump, and it was one that I didn't take. It's not a bad setup, but given the sideways range, given the fact that I'd already attempted a short, didn't take it, and that has to be in line with your plan and your reasoning. But unfortunately, this was one which did happen to go. Now, it broke down low, it broke out of this range, and we got another setup, which is what you would expect to see as the trend starts to take place. So this was the trade that we got in on, short at 67.66, and as you can see, this first trade did get to its full target, and then it stopped out here, 65 and a half. Now at this point, this jump line 9 jump, the jump off the green dotted line here, it was actually barely on side. It hadn't got to its money management target and actually went offside, but then the market did follow through. And by the time it got to its money management level, we were able to start trailing this this setup. And in actual fact, it trailed all the way down, and the calculator's tracking this blue setup, this jump line cross here, only because it thinks that we've taken this trade here, and so it's not tracking this jump line 9 trade, but it's trailing the same line here as this jump line cross trade would be. So even if you didn't take this trade, you could have taken this trade and made some profits on that as well. So so we entered here at 66, sorry, and managed to trail all the way down to 67.42, which in actual fact was a far better trade than the original one which we passed on, which was that 50 EMA jump. Now you might just notice that the market did spike through what looks to be the stop. However, the stop doesn't move until it goes to the next bar. So in this case, the stop for the next bar here was 56.5, just here, the blue dot here, and the high of this bar was 56. So it nearly stopped out, but sometimes it does. But in this case, it did not. So that was a really nice FTSE trade from Tuesday, and if you haven't looked at that plan, I'll be doing some more information in some videos later on, and I hope that you take a look at those, and I hope that you consider trading the FTSE Futures as part of your own trading. Thanks for watching. Cheers.